Due to my previous presentations at WordCamps, some of you may know me as that guy who's talking about accessibility. So I owe you a short story about me. I'm leading teams in Scale. We're building enterprise-level web solutions partially for well-known brands, but also we keep same quality for any client. My core focus is performance, accessibility, security, and broadly understood scalability. I'm passionate about raising the standard into technology we all share, which is WordPress. I'm really glad that I can speak today here in Wrocław, in city where I was born, where I live, and where I work. Have you seen one of our Wrocław dwarfs yet? I missed one of my friends, so if you will find him, please make sure to let him know that I really miss him, all right? Okay, so I built my career mostly on WordPress, but I have to confess, I have a significant problem with it. And it's probably not what you think. It's not the technology, it's how market perceived it. It's the perception which limits its potential for high value, quality projects. Today, we're going to challenge this perception. Imagine you're in a project meeting and someone, maybe you, suggests using WordPress for big, major, quite complex website. Then what's that one but what you can sometimes hear next, guys? All right. All right. Today, we're going to challenge this perception. In my career, I can see the paradox where the reality looks like more than 60% of CMS are WordPress, more than 43% of website overall are WordPress. And the most interesting statistic is that in 1K top traffic websites, around 22% is WordPress. It powers sites for NASA, for White House, and many other well-known brands or quite complex projects with a lot of features. It's definitely a massive, mature, battle-tested ecosystem. And on the other side of this paradox is the perception that it's just for blogs, that the entire market is built on fast and cheap solutions, and talent, many of us in this room are somehow undervalued compared to other tech stacks. And it's not just a feeling. This perception gap creates real business challenges for all of us. It makes hiring quality first, experienced developer harder. It sets unrealistic client expectations. The project value is usually very low. And it all leads to talent drain when senior experienced developers leave for other technologies, which are perceived by market as more challenging, advanced, or just better paid. Today, we're going to bust the myths that fuel this perception. We all know the first one, that WordPress is just for blog, where reality looks like it's powerful content management framework. It has robust user roles and permissions. It has mature REST API. The blog editor have amazing flexibility that other technologies, other CMS systems are struggle to have. And the classic, WordPress doesn't scale, where the scalability is an architectural challenge. It definitely can. There are a lot of websites with high traffic setups. The performance is really well, especially if we're not using plugins. And the modern architecture where headless WordPress serves content for any framework, any other modern technology. And the third, it's not cost effective for big projects. where reality looks like it has a superior total cost of ownership. If you factor a speed to market, massive talent pool, even if it's drained, no licensing fees, especially if you're not using too many plugins, and the minimal editor training, since many content teams are already familiar with WordPress. So what's the real WordPress? The one we all know. It has definitely a rapid development, unmatched editor UX, definitely proven scalability, it's limitless, flexible ecosystem. It's definitely API first ready, and it's incredibly cost effective. It's a powerhouse. So if the technology is this powerful, then the solution is not to change the code, it's to change our approach. So that brings us to the solution. How do we leverage through power that we all know WordPress has? So we established that WordPress is powerful, capable platform. We busted the myths that hold it back. The real bottleneck isn't the technology itself, it's how we, as an industry, approach it. Quality isn't a feature. It's not another line item which you can add at the end. It's entire business model. And please remember that ultimately, the quality of any technology depends on developers who use it, and just as importantly, the environment we create for them. Okay, and this environment is the key. We've all seen the market trap, when even the best developers are forced to compromise on quality just to compete. If you're working alone, you'll easily hit a growth ceiling. Having a team means shared knowledge ecosystem, means shared knowledge, best practices, best standards. That's why the collective solution is so powerful. It helps you to grow faster. And that team becomes the innovation engine when you can challenge the status quo, where you can share standards, best practices, where you can build a hybrid of best solution on the market. So that defined our mission to build a culture so strong that it will be obvious choice for any ambitious developer. But as you can probably guess, building a quality first team in this market is difficult. There is a recruiting paradox where we need a senior skills for a technology perceived for some kind of starting point, some kind of junior technology. The market pressure where we have to compete with low-cost templates. And the client mindset. Constant, exhausting battle to explain why a robust, secure solution costs more than just a theme install. And the solution wasn't to go out there and to find that mythical unicorn. The solution was to build environment to help to create that developers, to help and grow. And most importantly, to create a culture where they would want to stay. And we built that culture on 4 simple but non-negotiable pillars, which are investing in our people, standardizing our processes, curating our tech stack, and educating our clients. It all starts with people. For us, it meant creating a culture of psychological safety, where it's safe to say, I don't know, or I made a mistake. It means cultivating a culture of continuous feedback, not just a criticism. We foster a knowledge-sharing ecosystem. And we're creating a growth through ownership, when we empower developers to become owners of specific specialization. And where we have problems with time. With for specific specialization or for specific key project areas. And then processes, where even the best developers get frustrated on broken systems. So we built a system to support them, where thanks to solid onboarding and documentation, everyone have equal start. Anyone can share the best standards, the best hybrid of the best solutions on the market. And quality guides. This is so important. For us, it means CI/CD pipelines, testing, linting. This is heart of our quality assurance. And finally, the clear definition of done, which is not just a checklist, it's a contract for equality. Next, we're curating our tech stack. We stop asking, is there a plugin for that? We started asking, what is the most reliable, performant, and secure solution for do this specific job? That define our core stack principles, where we build our unified development for monolith WordPress classic one or for headless one, seamless deployment with automation, rollbacks available. We hardly rely on WP-CLI and other custom scripting just to make sure everything works and everything is automated. Then performance and security. It should be by design. We should choose tools on the very beginning, and we should unify this to not think which tools we should use. And the developer experience by choosing tools that makes our life easier. Okay, and the most important pillar, I think, which changes the game is client. We have to educate them. We stop being a vendor just to take orders and become a strategic partner. We shifted the conversation from how much it will cost to what business problems are we solving together. We don't write a line of code before we truly understand their needs. And the transparent roadmaps and reporting is crucial. The clients see value of our work on every stage, not just a final bill. With this foundation, with a foundation of quality, we stopped fighting the market and started to helping to shape the future. And what does this future means from the quality first perspective? For us, is embracing two massive trends. First is AI, and the second is continued power of headless and API first solutions. Let's be clear here. When if we talk about AI, it's not about replacement. It's about augmentation of human intelligence. It's not something which we can. Thanks. Wow, so many things and interrupt me here. So it's helping us in intelligent code generation and refactoring, right? It's not replacement of our job, it's augmentation. It helps us deliver quality faster and more reliable. It helps us in advanced code reviews and smart debugging. It can spot issues before human ever has to. And then there is a headless, where we take WordPress as what is it? The best, the most user-friendly, flexible platform. And then, thanks to its API, we can use it for any technology. We can use it for Vue, React, for mobile native mobile apps, and any other device which can be connected to the internet. This isn't about abandoning WordPress. It's about unleashing it. So what does this mean for us, for talents in this room? It means WordPress and the market doesn't need more just WordPress installers. It needs more. It needs us to evolve into system architects, integration specialists, and full stack engineers. And our value is no longer defined by the platform. It's defined by the complex problems we are able to solve with it. So let's go back to the very beginning. What was my problem with WordPress? It wasn't the code. It was the belief that we have to compromise. The story we've all taught ourselves that good enough is the best we could do in this market. And we just refuse to accept that. And at the end of the day, please remember that the perception of WordPress doesn't change in any blog post or because of this talk. Oh, something missing. And spoiler is here. The perception of WordPress changing in the standard of your next project. So when you wake up on Monday, please go out there and go build something exceptional. Thank you, guys.